Okay, this is OCD Steve with Orlando Collector Deviants, and here we're with the very talented Graven Ravenwolf.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing out there?
Graven is an amazing artist, does a lot of cool different stuff, but I personally don't think he gets the love that he should. So that's why we're interviewing him today. You're my
Appreciate
very
that,
first
man.
interview.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Where do you want me to start?
Well, how did you get into drawing and your love of it?
Drawing. Well, I've been doing it like the cliche thing. I've been drawing since I was little, very young. You know, pick up the pencil cliche. I picked it up. I started drawing, right? But comic books is where I got started. Loving comic books, loving cartoons of the '80s. You know, Transformers, Turtles. You know, first comic I ever picked up was Flash. It was my first one, and it was a way for kind of a retreat. First thing I ever drew though was ninjas and robots. So I kind of just flew into the rest of the stuff. So, you know.
Well, then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is great.
It just worked, and Transformers worked fine too.
Ninjas and robots.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, what inspired you the most? Like, is there a certain artist that inspired you, like Bill Adams, John B. Anybody?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of mentors, as I call them, because I mean, I've had a chance to meet some of my idols. You know what I mean? But in the same regard, they were like surrogate father figures, and not just them, you know, but what their work was, you know. So like being able to be inspired through them, like you said. So like Bart Sears, number one. You know, I followed Bart Sears for many years, even before Wizard had him have a section called Brutes and Babes, Basic Training, and learned how to draw from him. He had a little excerpt every issue, and I would pick them up religiously and just learn and study. You know, of course, there was others, you know, like the Image founders, you know, like Jim Valentino, Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, of course. You know, and then there's also like there's other stars that are still these guys are all still in the game, you know. But as a kid, I was very taken back by them. You know, Kevin Eastman, you know, Peter Laird, and then of course Ken Lashley. He's working on some of the X-Men books right now. Another mentor of mine. I mean, I could be here all day talking about a lot of them, but there's so many. But I think my pinnacle would have to be Bart Sears, just because of his style and what he works. James O'Barr and The Crow, his art style, that dark, gritty feel, I love. So yeah, you know.
Okay, and you know we've talked before.
Yeah.
And you used to work in the comic book industry.
I did briefly, yes.
Would you like to explain what you did there?
Yeah, of course. I was very lucky to have the opportunity to work for an independent publisher. I was back in 2008. I got started with them. I was brought on as a kind of a traffic manager type person, kind of working interpersonal and clerical stuff, data for the company, getting started, and then I moved my way up rather quickly to editor-in-chief. But I had a lot of different jobs. Like it wasn't just editor-in-chief. I also was a pre-press manager. I worked with all the teams. I did all the advertising. I created all the website material, convention scheduling. I mean, I was kind of the one guy running a lot of that stuff at one point. There was a lot of people with their hands in it too, but we produced 5 issues a month through Diamond Distribution, and also some graphic novels. And again, we did that for a couple of years, you know, until things changed in the industry and the business at the time. The owner couldn't really move forward in that direction that we were going. So, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. And a lot of people went to a lot of conventions and got to live my dream for a little while. So it was nice.
Well, while you were doing that, anybody that you met that really stands out, one of your heroes or anything that...
Well, it's weird because when you're working in that type of industry, you do get a chance to meet some of your idols, and you get to meet new people. And I think the largest thing for me was meeting new artists, people who were actually coming up in the industry and being eager to have their dreams kind of fulfilled like myself. Because I always wanted to be a comic book artist, and even to this day I still do, but I also know what area I do want to work with now a little more, now that I've had the experience of being in the industry. Honestly, and it's going to sound really cliche, but honestly the person that inspires me most is my wife, Monica Ravenwolf. So she's right here, right there. She's very inspiring to me. I met her in that industry. I was very fortunate to. She's an amazing artist too. Color pencil work, all that stuff. So portrait realism. But yeah, you always love the people who inspire you. I just was very lucky to be able to be with that person and marry her. So she was able to put up with me and handle me. So I'm very fortunate. But other than that, yeah, there was a lot of them. I got to work with Criss Cross. I don't know if you're familiar with Criss Cross. on milestone days. I got the pleasure of meeting Wayne McDuffie before he passed away. Became friends with him briefly. So many, editors from DC. Got to meet Stan Lee. Got to sit down and talk with great Stan Lee. I actually did get a chance to meet Bart Sears. Someone I had studied from, like I said previously. Got to sit down and talk with him for a small amount of time. There's so many of them. But yeah, there was a lot of up and comers that you're seeing nowadays. Oh my goodness, Pant, who works, Pablo Batello, who works on different books like from Xenoscope. He works with DC on some work as well. There's so many. It's hard to pull all of them, but there's a lot. Hope that answers your question.
Oh, yeah. Now, like I said, I really love your artwork.
Yeah.
I'm going to show a little bit.
Yeah, certainly. No, go right ahead.
Now, how would you describe your art style?
It's hard because I guess I haven't really found a style, I haven't really found a style I really like. It's hard because I think every artist is always trying to find a style. And the fans a lot of times help drive the style because they know what they like and then they want to see. So I've done colored work, I do a lot of pen and ink work. But yeah, no, it's hard, man. I mean, you like you said, and I'm very thankful that you appreciate the work. What do you see it as, if I would say? I'll ask you a question.
Well, I think you keep it more true to, like with the turtle, you keep it more true to the actual,
the homage style of what it was. Mm-hmm.
Well, even if you look at Toothless right there, it looks just exactly like how he was originally drawn. So, to me, that's how you do. You keep the trueness of the...
Keep it honest.
Yeah. And I love all your turtle stuff.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You're one of the best ones with the turtles.
Yeah, I don't have any turtle stuff in there at the moment, but I got the Splinter and everybody there. Yeah, of course.
Let's set this back down.
Oh, no problem.
So what do you enjoy drawing the most?
Good question.
Oh, see, I am going to show you because he even has T-shirts
I have a few.
Of the turtle.
Yeah, just a little test there. A few shirts. For those fans who really do like it.
Now he's going to hate me because I'm
hold it up
right the right way.
I'm fine with it. It's quite all right. I'm very meticulous in doing robots and Transformers. I haven't really had a chance to draw a lot of it because I've spent a lot. The segue. I definitely come back to the answer, but a lot of my time has been supporting other artists for years. That's what I do. I appreciate supporting people who are creative. Whether it be in art, be it in film, be it in music. I think I have a good way of seeing people's strengths and being able to appreciate that and tell them about it in a way that makes them continue to go. I would like to believe that. But that doesn't always mean it's true, from everybody's perspective, but that's for me. So I haven't had a chance, I stepped away from the table for many years, not really drawing, because I was busy doing that type and then working in publishing. And then I'm working most of the years definitely promoting my muse, Monica, and making sure that she has a chance to be seen and recognized as well. So I've taken a step back, so I haven't really had a chance to draw as much as I want to. That's why there's not a lot of work out there. But if I had to choose, it's definitely Turtles, Transformers, 80s, type iconic. But what I really want to do, to really start drawing my own stuff. That's what I really want to do, my own characters. Fan art is great, and it's definitely something to get people interested in who you are and what you do. But in reality, that's already out there. I'd much rather just be able to show somebody something fresh and new there.
And I understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those, and I'll be honest, the fan art catches my eye, so it brings me to you, and then I like seeing what you make.
Right. So we'll be focusing more sooner in the future on my own stuff.
Okay. Now, as we're kind of rounding down to the interview, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you go to conventions?
Yeah, of course.
What was the question? What is the wackiest thing that you've ever seen happen at a convention?
Wackiest thing, craziest thing. Wow, man, that's a hard one. Oh, man. That is a hard one. I've seen a lot of crazy things. I'm trying to figure out.
Nathan Fillion was running me over with a golf cart.
Actually, that was a pretty crazy thing. He was having fun, but Nathan Fillion from Firefly was in a little scooter, like a rascal cart, and was literally running over the Megacon floor around, and almost ran my wife over with the cart. and it was like out of nowhere. He just kept going, laughing like some crazy person, and it was it was weird but funny at the same time. Luckily, she didn't get hurt, but he was having a good time. But it was definitely left an impression on you, didn't it?
That I refuse to watch anything with him in it. He was a jerk then.
But yeah, no, there's that. I mean, but there's always different weird things. Fans, just weird things the fans do, things they won't sign. You know, that's always weird.
Speaking of that, what is the weirdest commission that you've ever done?
Weirdest commission I've ever done before. I have to say it's probably the one that this man here asked me to do.
Ah, okay.
And that's not a bad thing. It's just no one really thought about it, but when he told me, I'm like, it's actually really cool, and I want to do that. But Frosty the Snowman versus Olaf from Frozen as Sub-Zero and Scorpion, right?
Yep.
And I think that's going to be fun. That's the wildest and weirdest one, but I enjoy it. Not in a bad way. That's not in a negative way.
Okay. Well, this is our interview with Graven Ravenwolf.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister, guys. So.
Let them know where they can get hold of you, see your work.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can see my work as well as, most importantly, my wife's work at theartofravenwolf.com. You can just go www.artofravenwolf.com, and we're actually all on social media. If you go to the landing page, you'll see links from my own work as well as work from my wife. Be sure to check it out. You know, we'd love to hear from you guys, even if it's not about buying something or purchasing something. We're just out there to connect with new people and meet new artists.
And I'm going to extend it just a little bit longer. Now, I know you're going out to MegaCon, but you guys aren't setting up.
That's correct.
What are you guys going to be doing out at MegaCon?
Well, out at MegaCon, I'm actually very fortunate to be working with a local Florida horror director named Robert J. Massetti. He's actually the founder of Fear Film Studio. He also is the creative director, founder as well of the the original Freak Show Horror Film Festival here in Orlando, Florida. Okay, and so he was nice enough to bring me on as a festival director for his facility of events as well as his festival and the film festival. So we're actually going to be at MegaCon Friday the 26th. We're going to have a special panel going on, and the event's called Fear It, short for Fear Indie Theater, presented by Fear Film Studios. So we're going to have a bunch of different movies of Robert's that he's directed and has actually produced. We're going to be showing those. We're actually going to have some outside local Florida film directors come in, and they're going to be showing their films as well all day long from 10 to 7. We've got a schedule we're going to have up. It's also information up on the MegaCon website. And again, we're also going to have some panels as well to talk to some of the actors and some of the creators of the content. So come on out. If you've got a pass to MegaCon and they're Friday, come on out and see us. It's free to get in. All right? We'd love to have you. And you can actually find out more information about all that stuff. Fear Film Studios is fearfilm.com, www.fearfilm.com, and as well as freakshowfilmfest.com. So check it out, guys.
And one last thing, you'll be at Smash Comics on Free Comic Book?
Absolutely, wouldn't miss it.
Okay.
I mean, George Perez is going to be there, guys. George Perez. Can you?
We're also going to be there.
And OCD. Let's see here. Nathan Zerdy. Let's see. We're going to be there. Absolutely, right? We've got George Love, the voice of Space Ghost, is going to be there. We're going to have some local artists that's going to be there as well. I could be here all day naming it. It's going to be a great event. Come on out, guys. Smash Comics in Sanford, downtown Sanford.
All right. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, man. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you, guys. And we will see you next time. And until then, rock on.
Peace out, guys.